La vaca Lola, la vaca Lola, na. Girl, what do you have in your hair today? Your hair is hashtag goals. Say hi, baby.
Hi, baby.
Can I smell your breath?
Damn, she's got some pipes.
Consider this a little tell-all. Look at my butt.
I think these videos are fun too. They're almost like a little like chismosa if you are of the Latina. Chismosa, it means like you just love gossip.
Sounds like a pizza topping. Okay, take a deep breath. So we decided to ask the Instagram fam what your assumptions are about influencers. And it's so interesting, both of the different types of responses we both got. Some of them were similar, but others were so different. So we thought we would merge together today to basically clear the air on some of these assumptions. Yeah. Now, not every influencer is created equal. I know that you guys know that out there. Everyone's different. So before I get into this video, make sure you're subscribed to my channel, but also head on over to Melissa's channel after this video because the part 2 to this chismosa,
to this chisme,
is over on her channel where we're gonna be talking a lot about more like sponsorships and stuff. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do this! Okay, so this first assumption says they get so much free stuff. True or false?
I would say true.
I would say...
in terms of cosmetics.
They put you on these lists through the different PR firms and they just send you stuff. And it's great, especially in the beginning or when you need to create content 100%. And you want to try things. But at the same time, what do you do when things just start coming to your house? Like you don't have enough trash cans to get rid of the boxes.
I heard it's an issue for people that are homeowners that they can't actually physically remove all of the trash from the PR. It's become an issue because you only get like what, 4 trash cans?
Yeah.
Like 2 recycled, 2 trash cans, and the like city of LA won't take more than that of trash cans. So like people are stuffing their garages with trash that they can't dispose of.
And it's honestly very wasteful. And I wonder if they're gonna hear that. Timmy's taking a bath. They say, I'm so busy with work, but what is work? Saying cheese and posting?
I actually saw this one when you initially asked people to submit these questions. I do everything myself, and I know like Stevie does help you, but like we're our own thing. We do everything. Like I said, we test products, we create the content, edit the content, approve the content. And I think I was in the middle of just like trying to shoot a YouTube video while creating an Instagram stories and Instagram post for like 3 different brands. Was trying to do 2 videos of my own that week. Right. So in total, I was working on 5 videos simultaneously.
Does somebody who works in the corporate world feel that it is their duty to show you every single detail of their job? No, they just want to be able to show up for their job and give 100%. So it's kind of the same for us as like everything that we put out, from the content to what you guys see, know that there is so much thought and intention that really goes behind it. I highly encourage you to try to be an influencer for a day, to prepare your material, to strategically create that content, to actually do the content, but then in post-production,
and then have it do well.
And then in post-production, I challenge you to edit that video, put it out there in the public spotlight, and to do it from start to finish. And I guarantee you, half of you out there who want to be influencers, you think anybody can do it? No, it's totally not true.
I can count the number of people that I have helped who have wanted to become influencers, where I'm like, I try and mentor them and they end up dropping off on me. They give up because they're like, it's too hard, it's too difficult. And I'm like, yes, but if you love it and you truly want to do it, you can make it happen. But it is a lot of work, and I don't think people realize it till they actually try to do it.
We're not brain surgeons. We're not saving lives here, I guess you can say, but we're still faced with the daily challenges of trying to figure out how to build our own personal brands that will resonate with our community that we've built, that we're constantly nurturing, building. Oh, sweetie!
She wants to be in the video.
She smells Mika and Boomer on you, and she's literally like, I want you to go home and for them to know that you cheated on them with me. Oh, her breath. Her breath. Most of the influencers haven't understood truly the power they have on social media. Can we just talk about that for a sec? Because I agree. I think it is so important for influencers to kind of step and rise to the occasion to be more intentional with what they're posting. And I'm not trying to say we've got to please everybody out there, because that's impossible. But the thing is if you can be 100% authentic in whoever you are, I feel like that's ultimately what gives you longevity in whatever area of success that you are trying to achieve.
I understand that if I say something and I have an opinion on something, it can either go really, really good or really, really bad. And it can influence, hence the name influencer, it can influence someone to take action.
Like, that's the thing, is like, if we're too real, people can get so offended. It's like, what do you want? Do you want us to be real, or do you want us to be pretend real, or do you want us to be fake? Which brings me to my next thing. I got a lot of assumptions, and I appreciate that a lot of them said in parentheses, not you.
I want to know what it is, because I was going to bring up.
So a lot of people said, Melissa, that influencers are narcissistic and fake. Why do you think people would say that?
They don't realize the impact that they have on others. They've developed an ego. It's almost like a celebrity mentality over like a mentor or someone who's trying to help. Because I feel like that's initially what this whole thing was, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like we started this because we could help others, whether it was like a simple makeup tutorial, a hair tutorial. Yeah.
We're not celebrities, and we wouldn't be where we are today, and we wouldn't have the stage that we have to stand on if it wasn't for the community and the people
I say
out
that
there.
all the time. I always say that, I'm like, if it weren't for you guys, I wouldn't be here.
When you start to really feed into what your followers, like to see from you, like, oh, I love this, or maybe you're suddenly basing your happiness on how well one photo engages versus another photo. Like, oh, my, thotty pics are doing so good. Let me keep putting that out there because I'm getting attention. I'm getting kind of this validation and confirmation from the world that I look beautiful when I do that. And that's when you start to fall further away from who you really are and your true purpose. And I've been in seasons of life, I'll just say it, where I have really become whoever it is that I feel like my online world wants to see. I used to take 5 outfits, and me and Steve would go all around LA and shoot each and every single outfit so that we'd have content for the rest of the month. But then I reached a certain point where I was like, this isn't actually resonating with what I'm really going through in real time. And why am I just putting up photos of how I look? Like, I could care less how I look. I would rather be a voice now versus like an image. Does that make sense?
Oh.
Yes.
You should make that. You should put that on a t-shirt.
New brand
Merch.
coming soon. Limited private times with family, or even for lazy days, like you are restricted in a way. I think that is a really great assumption.
It's a really great assumption, and I've honestly have learned to like let it go. So I think before I was like, I'm not relevant if I'm not on 24/7. And then I got to the point where I got so busy that I was just like, okay, prioritize what's more important. If I don't post on a Sunday, people think you have died.
I know.
And I'm like, on Sundays is like family time. Like Sundays is like a time for me to disconnect. People will be like, are you okay?
Society has kind of painted this picture that in order to be successful, you have to always be on, and you always have to be work, and be super productive at all times. I'm gonna get super scripture and biblical up in here, but I love that not once in the Bible does Jesus run. And that just goes to show, I feel, that when you are truly in a state of rest, when you're still, that's when you're able to really move. So if you're just always like trying to keep up with things and run and go, and there's seasons and there's days where that happens, but if that's your day every single day, I feel like that is not working smarter. That is literally working harder and working yourself to death. Going to church up in here. Okay, last assumption, and then we're gonna go over to your channel.
All right.
Do you know what your spirit animal is?
Probably a wolf.
Really?
Because of Mika?
I can see that. You are very like, rah! What is an influencer?
I'm almost kind of annoyed that that's like the word that ended up developing. It's fairly new. Like, I feel like that word came about in the last like 2-3 years, because when I started YouTube in 2015, you were YouTubers.
Yeah.
YouTubers or Instagrammers.
And then it became kind of like digital tastemakers, and then content creators. Do you ever go to the airport when you're coming back overseas and you have to do the passport security check, and they sometimes ask you, what do you do?
I would say I'm a makeup artist.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah.
I can't say that.
Because it gets too complicated to be like, I'm a blogger, influencer.
Because
then they want to follow you on Instagram.
Oh,
no one has your YouTube channel.
What I would love to see the definition of an influencer becoming is somebody who is 100% authentically themselves, who has a platform and a public voice to share the things in their life that resonate with an audience.
Yeah.
I was at a Michael Bublé concert at the Staples Center and it was sold out. And I just looked around and I was like, Stevie, look at all of these seats here that are filled up. How many people do you think are in this stadium? And I don't remember how many people he said. He's probably like, it's probably like 20 to 30,000 seats. And he said, can you believe that you have
this many people,
quadruple the following every day that watches you on your stage?
Crazy.
And when you think about it, it's something that you should not take for granted, to know that you do have that sense of responsibility to just step up and to do something great with your platform, whatever that is. But I think you've done a really good job, Melissa, at taking your audience through whatever it is in your day-to-day life that you're currently going through, like even your eye surgery. I love that you just like shared it openly with the whole eye patch thing. And you were just super raw, and you were like, look, I am going to be not wearing makeup for the next month or whatever. And then when you came back, so to speak, and you started creating content again and you were doing sponsorships, people were kind of like getting on you for that, because they were like, wow, we're seeing a lot of sponsored content. And she said something so incredible, but we're going to save that for her channel.
Oh, yeah.
You see what I did there?
I did.
I love segues. Okay, before we go, I just want to say, Melissa, who are some of your personal favorite influencers that you look up to online?
Definitely you, and that's why I feel like our friendship has blossomed. I remember meeting her at a Maybelline event, and I was like, Sazan, I love you.
It was in Hamptons, I think.
No, it was at it was like this one they had on a rooftop at the Line Hotel. You're with Brittany.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, and I go, my friend, and I took a photo with you. You were like so sweet. Karen, which we are both friends with. I love Sarai. She's just so authentic and such a hard worker. Mac Daddy, Angel.
I love Angel.
Just like the sweetest soul, and like literally goes above and beyond for anyone and everyone and in anything he does.
You know, Tenny, I love Tenny. I feel like Tenny is somebody who, she's just so open and raw and real about who she is online, and it's who she is in real life.
She is,
And I've loved just seeing her kind of blossom this year into just getting out there more and having fun and not being in a robe all the time. And it's really nice to have people like you, being one of my closest friends in this space, that we can like openly share and talk about things that we're insecure about, or things that annoy us, or when we're on trips, we always work out together and we're just like so normal, and I love that. I love that I've been able to find that in this space, because there's been times when it has not been there.
You need it because when you think about it, when you work a normal job, you vent to your coworkers when something's going wrong. You celebrate when things are going good. When you're by yourself, you have no one to
We have our boyfriends and husbands that have to hear us.
My boyfriend Kyle will be like, whoa, there's some hostility here. Why are you yelling at me? And I go, because I have no one else to yell at.
I know.
My dogs don't. I'm not going to yell at my dogs. Look at their cute faces.
Let me know if you guys want to see more videos with my girl Melissa. This was fun.
We're in the same neighborhood, so it makes it easy.
Literally, she lives 5 minutes from me. All right, we're going to go and hop on over to her channel, and we're going to continue this discussion on influencer assumptions. So head on over to Melissa's channel. Don't forget to subscribe to both of our channels. And until next time, ready?
Do I get to do it?
Mwah. Mwah. Bye.
Like, don't you get extra heated if someone makes an assumption about Teeny?
Let's just say I ain't never doing a video on that. Because if you assume anything about my teeny, you better believe I'm about to go in. Say bye.